Daniel here at Vocal Production Studios. I'm actually here just relaxing for a few minutes, and I wanted to share something with you that I believe is very important. And this is not another video on vocal technique, but rather something very different. I wanted to get real about something. The challenges that we all face in the world become a window of opportunity to meet them head on and gain victory. Now, what would I know about such challenges? I'm going to slowly begin to share my story, beginning with my mother coming to America in political asylum from the socialist communist country of Cuba. So to ask me about what I would know about some challenges is an understatement. But this is why I decided to begin getting into the trenches with artists from around the globe. Because the challenges that we face on a daily basis is the difference of making it or spiraling down. When I say making it, I don't mean fame and glory, because there are myriads of artists that, in outward appearance, they give the impression that they're making it, but ultimately revealing their hurt by relying on foolish acts and abusive substances to handle the pressure. Now, true story. There was a young man that I casted into one of my shows, and he gladly accepted and was excited to be a part of the Off-Broadway show that I created. Now, shortly after accepting the role, he sent me another email stating that unfortunately he was going to have to decline the role because of some health problems that he was facing. Well, many of you that know me, I pressed a little further and asked him if he was okay and what were the health issues that he was facing. Well, he proceeded to respond that he was suffering from depression and was not able to move forward at that time. Now, there's something about depression that can turn your life into a frozen, slow motion of pain that holds you captive. Well, needless to say, I'm sure that he was not expecting the response that I gave him. You see, I went on to share with him a little bit about my life and how I battle depression at a level that is unspeakable. I know, many of you would say, that's crazy. You don't seem to be a person that suffers from depression. Remember what I mentioned moments ago? That what you see in the outward appearance may not be what's happening internally with a person. But I don't want to get into too much detail right now about the challenges. So I want to return and finish the story. So as I shared some of my personal stories and challenges that I faced with depression, it struck a chord in this young man's heart. Now mind you, I was sharing some personal details with a stranger at this point, and when he received my response, he couldn't believe it. In addition, I told him that I would do whatever it takes to see him through this period of time in the show. I wanted him to push forward. I told him that I would be a shoulder to you to lean on. So I suggested that we meet a few times and go over the music and the script, but these meetings were more than just a time for two people to just share about the music and the script. It was really more about sharing about the common foe, and that together we could strive together and bring about a wonderful show gaining victory. You see, in the end, he pressed on and performed all 12 shows of the Off-Broadway show with amazing results. I'm happy to say that even to this day, he's vibrant and full of life, and he always knows that if he ever feels the foe of depression coming upon him, he can call upon me, or he can call upon others that care for him. You know, we have to remember that we're not meant to go through life alone. No matter what you're going through as a person or as an artist, there are plenty of people who are waiting, who are willing, and who are able to be the shoulder that you need in order to meet the challenge and overcome it and win. Vincere, which means to win. So, I was right? This wasn't going to be another time about vocal technique, which we could spend hours talking about, but rather something different, something else that we as musicians, as artists, singers, vocalists, whatever, songwriter, whatever you would like to call yourself or whatever it is that you do in the arts. There are other things that we go through that will have a direct impact on how successful we become. So what challenges are you going through? Would you share them with me? And if so, would you send them to the email that's now posted on the video? You see, anything that you share, of course, it's strictly confidential. As you can see, the story I shared with you, I used no names. I would not do that. That's not important. What's important is, what is the goal that we must reach in order to feel better? See, as you can see, we can share our stories and challenges without identifying others. Our goal, rather, is staying focused on the challenge and how we might overcome them. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Until the next time.